Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be setting up my hosting cabinet. I'm very excited to do this. I told y'all this video was coming. So I have a cabinet that I've had for quite a while, and I decided to move it out of the living room and into like a space off by itself until I get a bigger house where it can be able to sit in the dining room. But right now I just have it sitting like in the corner in my office. But I'm going to turn this into my hosting cabinet where I'll be able to keep all of my dishware and glassware, and we're going to make it look nice. It was a damaged piece from a wholesaler or whatever, and I got it at a fraction of the cost, but it was missing a shelf, and there were some other things that I felt that we could do to make it look nicer. So that's exactly what we're going to do today. And then we're going to organize everything and get our hosting essentials all nice and pretty. So let's do it. All right, so the first thing that I did, I went to Lowe's and I just got some plywood. I did see that somebody suggested to get like a 3/4 inch plywood when you're using shelves, but I think anything over a 1/2 inch is good, which is about what this is. This is about 1/2 inch thick. So this will be the actual shelf. My cabinet in there actually has a really nice front facing like edge. So I found this piece of sanded plywood, which is much nicer. You can find this type of finished wood at your big box stores. And all we're going to do is put it right on the front, just like that. And we're going to make it look very similar to the piece that is already there. Now, this did not come in the exact size that I needed, but it was really close. It was just like a hair too small. So I just cut the edge with my saw here. And then to attach the trim onto it, I'm just going to use my nail gun. Real simple. To get it to match as close as possible, I have this acrylic paint in the color Coffee Cafe. And what I've done, I put a little bit in the bowl, but then I used water. So you can see it is very much so watery, and that's what I want, because I don't want it to be like a thick paint. I just want it to kind of stain a little bit. And here is a piece that I have already done. You probably can't even tell the difference, but from the natural wood to this one, there it goes. You can kind of tell. So that's what I want. And I tested it against the cabinet that's in there, and it matches pretty good. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah, honestly, I'm doing this so quick and fast. I haven't even set up a workstation, a work table, or anything. I'm just right out here on my porch. I have this piece of wood, and I am just going to attach it just like this. And we're gonna be done. And y'all, if y'all are in need of any tools, I do suggest the Ryobi set. Ryobi is really good, and I love it because they all have like the interchangeable battery. So whatever tool you buy, you can use the same battery. They all work great. It's called the One Plus brand, I think. But I love this. This probably is my favorite tool of all of Ryobi's, and what I use the most is my nail gun whenever I'm doing DIY projects. All right. And if you've been around any amount of time, then you have seen when I did the shelves in my pantry. I'm pretty much doing this the exact same way. All right, and just like that, we have a shelf with the lip. The cabinet did come with some extra shelf brackets, so we're just going to put those in place, and then we're going to set this right on top. And it is just that simple. But before I do that, let's go ahead and stain it and get it matching a little bit better than this natural wood color. Ooh. As I go, I am going to just get a paper towel and wipe it just to take off some of that pigment. All right, now as y'all can see, we got the color pretty close. I'm not mad at it at all. I'm actually just going to keep it like that. I probably could have went a little bit darker on the stain, but I'm good with it because I don't want to overdo it. So from the naked eye, from here looking in, it actually looks like it matches pretty good. So I'm happy about that. So now here is what's really going to make this cabinet pop. So when I went looking for these type of cabinets, I saw one on Anthropologie and it was really nice. But y'all, this cabinet was over $2,000. And the reason it was over $2,000 is because it had a slab of stone here. And that stone might have been granite or marble, not sure, but it did look really, really pretty. So I'm like, you know what? We can do that with this one, but we're not gonna pay that. So I went over to a local granite shop and I was able to look around and find some scrap pieces, and they were able to sell me a scrap piece of actually quartz to fit right inside of this cabinet. Come see Miss Nicole.
Come see me, baby. You know who it is, Coley Cole. Come on, I got you.
All right, so this is the piece of quartz that I was able to get, and it is gorgeous. As y'all can see, it has light gray veining in it, has a really nice vein there, but the rest of it looks pretty clean, but I like that. I think this is gonna look great up against my glassware, so I'm really excited. I think this is what is really going to elevate this piece. We did end up having to cut this piece ourselves. It was a little bit longer than this. They could have cut it for us over at Noble Granite, but we have our own wet saw, so we just took the piece and we just cut it down ourselves. Again, this was a scrap piece that they weren't going to be using, but I am so grateful for them. If you guys are in the Jacksonville area and you need any type of stone, they have it. I mean, if you just want a piece to go on your vanity, a piece to go over a nightstand or a shelf like this, they got you. Or if you want full countertops, they got you. But I was so happy I found them, and I just really feel like this is going to elevate this piece. This is exactly what it needed to look a little bit more mwah. Y'all, and this stone is heavy. I am not gonna lie. Oh, perfect. Oh, it's perfect. Just like that, we have our own Anthropologie cabinet for a fraction of the cost. I think we spent like $400 on this cabinet, but it is pretty much the same. It was just missing a few pieces. All right, so overall, this is probably a pretty simple DIY. I mean, not super simple, but simple enough. I mean, all we did was make a shelf and add a piece of stone, but you can see how much that just elevated the cabinet. And then once all of our pieces got in there, you know, y'all, I'm so ready for this hosting journey of mine. I'm so ready to host more events and invite everybody over and just keep finding good pieces to add to my cabinet here. Eventually, y'all, hopefully I'll have like a hosting closet, you know, but We'll start here for now. If you guys are looking for space in your home for hosting, you can look at buffets, which are pretty reasonable. Sometimes you can even substitute an entertainment center for a buffet. If it'll fit in your dining room, it will look great. I actually have a buffet in my dining room that I'll be able to use once I collect more things, but for right now, we'll have all of our pretty pieces displayed here. So if you're looking for a cabinet like this, I will put the Anthropologie piece and some similar cabinets down in the description box below. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next one.